For Tanner.
Tanner, is it kind of that point in the season where you guys have maybe seen some of the improvements and now it's time for the wins to start following some of that stuff?
Yeah, definitely. We've improved so much throughout the year. We've gotten guys that are going to buy in and do what it takes to get these wins. Unfortunately, just in this last game, we just came up a little bit short. The effort that was there, a lot of the execution was there. It's just the little things, getting the really small things now, just an execution here, an execution there, can make the difference in the game. So we're right there, and I'm excited for these last three games, and I think we're going to do great things.
For the offensive line specifically, how have you guys improved over the last month or so? Where's that group kind of at?
As far as improvement, we're adding new stuff into the playbook, and we're getting it down. We're able to absorb these new things and be able to create good plays and do the best that we can to make sure that Adrian has time, make sure that Devine and Maurice have holes to run through. So I feel like we're just overall improving run, pass game. We're not giving up as many pressures. Have had a couple sacks, unfortunately, but that happens, and that's where we need. That's what we have left to improve, is not giving up these sacks here or there, and just making sure that we can just widen those holes even more.
This game gives you take on a little extra personal relevance for you since it's
Yeah. Growing up, I was a huge Illinois fan, and whenever I was being recruited, they kind of snuffed me. So nothing against Lovie Smith. I think he's a great guy and a great coach, but I'm not as much of a fan of Illinois anymore.
What happened in your recruitment? How did it go?
Well, whenever I always wanted to go to Illinois growing up. That's where my grandfather went. I had a bunch of cousins go there, and I always did well at their camps. I think, Beckman when I was there? I think he was the head coach. He brought me in and he goes, "Farmer, we want you to walk on." So my dad had a choice word or two for him. After, I said, "This is where I want to go. I want to commit here," and all that good stuff. They said, "You want me to walk on?" And I said, "Well, I'm looking for a scholarship." So a couple weeks later, I went to the Rivals camp in O'Fallon, I do believe it was, and I won O-line MVP. And I went to a Nike camp, and then within a month, I had about 20 offers. Once I started looking other places, then Illinois came around and said they wanted to offer me, and it was pretty much too late by then. If I wasn't good enough for you then, I'm not good enough for you now.
A.J. Bush, your former teammate's the starting quarterback. We talked to A.J. and able to follow what he's been able to do there at Illinois.
I've followed him a little bit. Me and A.J. have fallen, out of contact a little bit since he left. Every once in a while, text, say hi, how you doing? I'm very happy that he's found a place there, and I've heard that he's doing pretty well, especially in this last game. So I'm happy that he's doing well. He's still my brother. I still love him. I think he's a great kid. But this weekend, I plan on kicking their butt. So,
It sounds like Scott really stressed the team, sending seniors like you out the right way here in this November stretch. How much does that kind of mean to you, the idea of finishing this game on?
This coaching staff has shown us nothing but love. They're pretty much telling us, we want you to buy in, do everything that you can do to be the best that you can, to do what's best for this team. And if you're going to do that, we're going to do our best to help you help this team. They've showed us so much. Like I've said this many times before, this is a family, and I felt like this coaching staff, they're almost the father figures to us in a lot of ways. And like I said, they've showed us nothing but love, and having that attitude, putting us, bringing us out of this season the best way possible, getting as many wins as we can. Hopefully, get these next 3 wins. For us seniors, that means a lot. He's not going to pull back any punches. He's going to do his best for us, and we're going to do our best for him.
How would you describe how Greg Austin handled you guys after the Michigan game, and since the improvement you made, and kind of just how he coached you and has been in charge of your group?
His coaching hasn't changed at all throughout the season. He's been very consistent. Now, the Michigan game, we didn't have a very good game. But that happens. Sometimes you don't have good games. Sometimes the players didn't prepare correctly themselves, or maybe a coach or something missed something here, and that happens. Nobody's perfect. But he's always been there. He's always been supporting us. He's always done his best to explain what we need to do and help us be the best players that he can be. He's always done that. It's never changed. And, I'm very appreciative of that.
Can you tell his passion for Husker line play as somebody who's been through it, that kind of added?
Oh, yeah, he understands everything that we've been through. The passion is there, and it's extremely infectious. He's the loudest guy out there on the sideline, encouraging us. He wants more than anybody for us to do well. He's been here. He's been an offensive lineman here, so he knows all the struggles that we go through. He knows what it takes, and so being able to play underneath him is an absolute honor. And it's been one of the best experiences of my life.
Could you expand on what he's like on the sideline on game day? He does seem pretty active.
He's into the game. He's watching. He's not just us that he's watching and paying attention to and trying to encourage. He takes care of us, talks to us, tells us what we need to do, and then he's right back out there watching the game, seeing what's going on, yelling, trying to get as much energy out there, and it's extremely infectious. And he's a great coach, just overall, not just a great O-line coachman, a great O-line coach. He's a great coach, great man.
Tanner, Ziegler was about ready to go over 1,000 here, a couple more yards. Be the first one Nebraska's had since Aruba. What's the difference you've seen in him this year compared to previous?
Divine, he's been running hard. He's been running his heart out, and he's been doing amazing. And we've been able to open up some holes for him and give him some better opportunities this year. And he's not holding anything back, and because we're not. That's the thing, is you can't be afraid. Desire to excel with no fear of failure. Everybody's playing that way, and that's what it takes.
So it's a different attitude that you've shown?
I think it's a different attitude that our entire team's shown, and not just him, but all of us. And that's opened up more opportunities for the offense everywhere.
On Saturday, Gerald made mention of the way that Adrian recently has been sort of driving the offense forward, and he always gives a lot of credit to you guys as seniors and your leadership. But how have you seen his sort of leadership role once the season expanded, or has it?
It definitely has expanded more, as he's gaining confidence, not only in himself but in us, as we can prove that we can protect him, as we prove that we can open up holes for him to run through. He's been great. Encouragement. Sometimes I have a bad snap, and I don't feel very good about those bad snaps. And he's right there encouraging me, lifting me up, even though I'm almost 5 years his senior. So, he's a leader for me, and, we're able to lead each other and help us through each other through these hard times. And, he's a great guy, and the future is extremely bright for him.
I know he's been hurt, but have you had a chance to talk to Cameron Jordan kind of about O-line play as he kind of dips into those waters for the future?
Yeah, we talk a little bit, but not too much. We're focusing on getting him healthy. We're just kind of teaching him the scheme of it. It's a little different than tight end. He has to, so he's slowly coming along. We're not rushing it too much right now. Just want to make sure he gets healthy.
Henry, you guys have had good success on your opening drives the last few games. What's been the key to that?
I would say we're just, our coaches say, hungry dogs run faster. We're hungry. We want to win. We've been starving all year. We've only got 2 in right now. So, we come out of those games and we're just everything laying it on the line. You're fresh. You have all the energy in the world, and you're just giving everything you got. And, I feel very confident in our offense is whenever we're at the beginning of the games, whenever we're able to do that and we go out there and give everything we have, that I don't think anybody can stop us. I have complete faith in our offense everywhere.
Tanner, after the game, Coach Ross said that he felt the team was genuinely angry. How did that anger play out in practice this week, starting?
Guys were very detailed. It was who's beat us this year. We've beaten ourselves in a lot of areas. So we're making sure that we fix all the areas that need. And in this last game, it was just the little things that got us. You know, missing a catch here, missing a block there, missing a cut there. You know, that's these little things. That's what we're working on. We're using this to fuel us to become the best that we can be. That's all it is.
Anything else?